Hello and welcome to the Farm Tour 2020. Well, farm machinery store. I might do a little bit of the actual farm itself, but not a lot. I'm going to go over the tractors, the quads, all the machinery. Grand as out really. Last time I did one of these was 2017, so 3 years ago. Well, 2.5 years ago since. And quite a lot's changed since then, so I thought I better keep you all updated. Plus, a lot of you wanted to see it, so I do what you want, I do what the people want. So let's be getting into it. I think we're going to go look at the two tractors first. First thing we're going to talk about is the tractors. We have two tractors, both Hurlemans, as you can see, both 19 plate, they're new. I've done separate videos on each of these, so they'll be in the description or in recommended, they'll be somewhere. Basically, these two videos, this is 110, XB 110, which is the biggest tractor we've probably ever had on the farm. Obviously that's the one that we had. Our last one was 90, and then this one is 85, I believe, maybe 90 itself. This one's 90. Both very good tractors. We really quite like them. This one's got a shuttle, which is like the first one we've had with a shuttle. Does really well for us. This one is the same, almost exactly the same as the one we had in the last farm tour, but newer, just updated a little bit. Both really good tractor. This is a really good tractor at the moment. Muck grab on and bale spike, but we normally have the bale spike on this one, which is its main winter chore. But I mean, they're all both good tractors in their own right, and they do our job very well. But because obviously we don't do a lot, we only have smallish machinery compared to some. But for our job, they do the job very well indeed. The next piece of equipment, which is probably our most used piece of equipment on the farm, apart from maybe a dog, is our quad bike. We're a bit far away, hang on. See our quad bike, which is a Honda TRX 500, sorry, power steering. We've had this for going on 1.5 years now. We try and change them every 2 years just to keep them new. We've never had any problems with Honda quads really, none that I can name anyway. Grandad had them back at the other farm. I think he was one of the longest serving customers in Cumbria, so it's quite a big thing. So I never strayed off Hondas. They do our job really well. We used to have a 420 as well, which was really good. And we really like that, but we decided to get something else, which I'll show you now. So we replaced the Honda 420 with this, the Honda Pioneer, supplied to us by Paxton's, as you can see on there, where we've been getting our quad bikes for years, and these things. So this we got just before lambing time, so it'll be 1 year old now, pretty much. Needs new tyres. You can probably see this thing, although it's proper loud in cab, but I don't mind it, it's alright. Gearbox is a bit clunky, it's an automatic. I'm not a massive fan of automatics on quads and stuff, but it is a good little machine. It could go anywhere a quad bike goes pretty much. I mean, I wouldn't want it on the fell as much as a quad bike, but it does quite well. It travels really well for how the size it is. and stuff like that. No, it's a good machine. A lot of people have asked me to do a video on this, but I just haven't got around to it, and it's a bit late now. Since we've had it for a year, it's a bit like, well, searching bottom up barrel for video ideas here. But no, it's alright, it does our job. I think if I was push came to shove and I chose to choose a Honda, like a quad bike 420 over this thing, I think I would edge to the quad bike. But on a wet day, Grandad will tell you this thing is an absolute must have. It's really good. It survived all the last lambing, had no problems with it. So yeah, I think we've just got equipment to go through now. So the next two pieces of equipment I want to show you just up the road. Actually, there's three here. Forgot about that one. Oh, I can't get through gear. The first two pieces of equipment I want to show you are the mower and tedder. Both supplied again by Untitled Tractors. You may have realised that this video is sponsored by the company. We've got all of our equipment off apart from three things. Untitled Tractors, yeah. So they're very local to us. I think Grandad bought his first ever tractor that David sold. David Tunstall and Mallory runs it. You've probably seen him on Tom Pemberton Farm Life. He was there recently, picking up a part or something like. So it's sponsored by him. So you can check out his website below, which has all these tractors on. You can check out his Facebook page, which will also be below, and give him a ring. His number will be on there. He can tell you anything about what you want to know about his tractors and whatnot. So thank you, David, and let's get on with the video. So our Malone mower, I think we've used it 2 seasons. So 2018 we got it. Cut one field in 2018, but so last year was the first year we properly used it. And what a machine! Absolutely loved it. Didn't miss a beat. The only thing, it was we set it a bit wrong, so it was just a bit of an angle. But apart from that, I mean, cuts like a dream. Absolutely goes. It's a really good mower. Just Pro Cut 700, 7 foot, a pure, absolute dream living mower. Like good little mower. Absolute grand for what we need. 7 foot mower gets the job done on these few meadows. Absolute thing. And the next thing, which is arguably one of the most important things in hay time for us, is our tedder. Up until about 3 years ago, we had a hay bob, and the job didn't get on very quickly. I mean, it got done, but I mean, with this we go around the field. I think we do it twice normally, scour it out. Some people don't like that job, but honestly I think it's one of the I really enjoy doing that in hay time. Just put tunes on. I mean, it's just summer, innit? So this is, I think, Galfrey. I've never been able to pronounce it. Again, from Untitled Tractors. It's 4 rotor. I don't know how wide it is, maybe 14 foot. Don't know, I have no clue. Goes nicely on the loader tractor or the big tractor, whatever we're doing. So absolute grand. So there's a weed wipe over there, but it's for a quad bike. No one needs to know about that. So I'm gonna go down to the yard. We've got a few more things to look at. So onto the rest of the equipment. I'm sorry it's in a bit of a messy fashion, just because we're trying to sort the yard at the moment, try and get it redone. But obviously with this coronavirus thing, it's taken longer than expected, but we'll breeze through it. First thing, we have a water bowser, which tyres are probably about done for. It's old as anything, does its job. What more can you ask for? Then we've got a rowing up machine, just a single rotor because we're not big time enough for a big 2 rotor like. Well, I wouldn't mind one of them, but I don't think it would survive so well on our ground. It's just a bit all over spot. But If you think it would be alright, leave it in the comments, we'll have a look here. So yeah, this is also, same as the Tedder, it's a Galfrey from Untitled Tractors. Really good rake, we've had this for a while, again on 5-6 years. Yeah, it's good rake, what else can you say? And then behind me we got an I4 Williams cattle trailer from... It's a cattle trailer, what else can you say? It's a good cattle trailer. We've always had I4 Williams, as long as I can remember anyway, which obviously isn't as long as some people, but it's a good trailer. Goes on back at car mostly, and obviously tractor if we need it, but not very often, mostly the car. We can get about 40 fat lambs in it at a time, which is grand, maybe 45 if you're really being harsh on them, but we never seem to take more than 40. So I4 Williams trailer, really good trailer, would recommend it. Then we've got a thing with a heater box in it and some things, because just been moving some stuff about, as you saw in the last video, which if you haven't watched, up here. This is a Marshall trailer, very old Marshall trailer. I think it's a 4-ton, I'm not too sure. It probably tells us on the serial, 4-ton. Manufactured on the 8th month of 2007, so it's 13 years old, this trailer. We've had it since new, done its job. Sides are a bit bent, but we managed to get them on just about. Grand bit of kit, really useful. I mean, we could manage without, but it would be a lot more journeys in the quad and trailer. Next thing, which is probably the newest piece of equipment, excluding vehicles, is this Fleming topper. Really good topper. We had a Fleming topper before, it lasted about 20 years, but then the motor started coming off and all the sides falling off because it was that old and it had been beaten that much as toppers do. So we bought this one new. I mean, I think it's about 2 years old now. It's a great topper, it doesn't stop, hardly breaks any shea bolts, which is very useful because we have some very rough ground for topping. So the less shea bolts they break, the better. Yeah, good topper. I think we've only got one more thing, which may surprise some people because they all have hundreds of bits of kit, but we just have just the minimum really. So the next thing we have is this muck spreader behind us, which we normally use about this time of the year, but our muck pile isn't broken down enough really to spread on land. And also with having sheep outside in lambing, we want some meadow ground to put them once they've lambed. So we've not spread any muck, but we're going to spread it, hopefully try and spread it after we've cut grass. Get a good fog on it and put some hogs on there. Keep them very cheap, which is the idea. It's a Fleming 6 cubic yards, model MS60. I mean, this is about 5 years old and all, really good muck spreader, never done out wrong. We had a burst pipe once, brake line, but that's all fixed now, so the job's a good one. It's full of water now because it's so wet up here. It's not been used for so long, but when it needs to be used, I mean, it could be sitting there for about 10 years I think, and it would work flat out straight away. And the last thing, and the most important thing, because we wouldn't have a farm if it wasn't for this, is obviously the sheep. I prefer sheep over machinery personally, some people might not, but most farms they couldn't function without animals, and sheep are the most important part of this farm. So yeah, here's some highlights of our best sheep, I guess.
That's a shaving though.
So if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, I enjoyed filming it, and I'll probably enjoy editing it, because I will, as you've seen, there'll be a lot of clips from back in the day, from a bit ago, a bit of nostalgia there. But if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, share it about. So yeah, so me and the girls, lambing starts in 2 days. When you see this, starts tomorrow officially on Monday. So we're going to be flat out lambing in the next few videos. I hope you're looking forward to that, because I certainly am. So I'll see you then.